We're back. Today we'll be talking about something that you guys have been asking forever. I don't even know why I didn't do a video of it. It's scars and tattoos. Where can they be? Are they allowed? Do they check them? And how do they check them? And what are the risks if they find out later on, like you kept it hidden, and then they found out later on throughout training college or when they took your blood samples? Is it going to be a problem? Are you going to get fired? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Stay tuned. This link in the upper right corner is our masterclass series on joining Emirates. Follow it from the beginning to the very end. I'd like to state before I start this episode that I am not an Emirates representative. I do not work for Emirates. I am doing this only out of my goodwill because I want to help people, and I know that what goes around comes around. Now, I do have a lot of experience with Emirates. I've had previous cabin crew experience before Emirates, so I know how things work, and I think that my point of view on things and my knowledge can be shared. There's no bad thing doing that, right? Another thing I'll be talking about is Emirates crew reporting other Emirates crew. Reporting is something that most of you might not know. It could be, for example, some guy stealing something from duty-free cards, and you have to report that. You go to the purser, you tell him what happened, it gets logged in, you take appropriate protocol procedures, and you sort out that problem. So practically reporting is logging in the problem and trying to take care of it, trying to solve it. What happens when some crew reports another crew? Some crew does something that is out of line. Another cabin crew thinks that that was out of line and so reports that to some senior, and pretty much what happens is that cabin crew that got out of line gets a punishment. Sometimes reporting is necessary and it's important, but sometimes reporting is absolutely unnecessary and it just hurts that individual. So we'll talk about that. But remember, not all crew are bad. I'll be talking about bad things, but not all crew are bad. This doesn't happen that often, but it does happen. It does. Tattoos and big scars are pretty much treated in the same way. They're both a no-go. And it also depends on where they are. For example, if they're hidden below parts that are like considered 100% safe, then you don't have to declare them because they'll always be hidden. For example, I'll give you an example. If you have a tattoo on your butt cheek, do you have to declare it? No, because nobody will see your butt cheek unless you let them. And that only happens for one reason, right? It's not gonna happen throughout your recruitment or during your training. I don't think so. I mean, I hope not. Where are tattoos acceptable, like 100%, and where are they not acceptable, 100%? So, in order for you to understand this, you need to take the Emirates male uniform and the Emirates female uniform and check what are the visible parts. Removing the jacket though, you have to remove the jacket. Okay, so when you remove the jacket, you have to also consider this. What are the parts that are see-through? Now, men wear a t-shirt under their shirt. So whatever is hidden below the t-shirt is okay. That's a 100% green safe zone and you don't have to declare it. You can declare it and the recruiter might be okay with it and will let you go ahead. But I think it'll just hinder your chances of joining the company if you say so. Just don't say it because it will be eventually covered and nobody's gonna go there and pull it up and check. Nobody. So for male, check where the t-shirt goes. So up to here, half of this part of the arm. And you know that the shirt goes all the way down, but if you have a tattoo here and it's black, it'll be visible. It'll be visible because your shirt will go on top of your skin and it will see through, it will bleed through. You'll see it through, you know what I mean? You'll see it. However, when you have a t-shirt, this doesn't happen. So safe zones are from here all the way to your chest, your back, everywhere. Hands, of course, 100% not. And for men, if you have tattoos on your feet, on your legs, on your calves, on, I don't know, thighs or wherever, it's totally fine. Even on your nails, you can even wear nail polish. Nobody's ever gonna find out unless you really want them to. For women, this is completely different. This is a completely other situation because women don't wear a t-shirt under their shirt, and also their shirt reaches this part, so it's sort of, they're actually wearing a t-shirt, and if a tattoo is on their forearm, for example, it's 100% visible and not allowed. However, they can have a tattoo in the bra area as long as the bra covers it and it's not, you can't see it. As long as it's under your bra and it's not visible, then you're totally fine. There's some certain types of bra that you can wear that are practically pressing down on your breast. and they're like elastic. You can wear those, and they're quite long. They go all the way down towards your rib cage, and if you have a tattoo on your rib cage, you can cover it with these bra and nobody will ever find out. So that's another good tip for you to follow if you have a tattoo in that area. Now for ladies, the 100% safe zones are the ones that go from your waist all the way down to your knee, because you know the skirt's going to be there and there's actually no way to see through that. The bra area, and pretty much that's it. Neck, shoulders, forearms, this side of the arm, your calves, your shins, your feet, they're all uncovered, and there's actually no way you can pull it off if you have tattoos there. So I really don't recommend you apply if you do. If you do want to apply, then I recommend you go through laser operation and get them removed that way. I've seen some crew that are wearing pants on board. I'm gonna be wearing pants too, so I can have tattoos down my legs. I'm gonna ask the recruiter to give me long pants. I don't wanna wear the skirt. Well, that doesn't work that way. In order for you to have pants, you have to have like sort of a medical form filled up. You have to go through some medical checks and stuff like that. And then they'll give you pants. They'll allow you to wear pants. Usually pants are worn by people that have VARICOSIS. I think it's called like that, VARICOSIS. And it's practically very visible exterior veins. Really, I mean, they're not nice to see. I don't know how to say it. I don't want to offend anyone because I know it's 21st century. Everybody gets offended nowadays, but I don't want to offend anyone. But those veins are not very beautiful. And when you have a beautiful girl and then these varicosis, it's better if you wear pants. So only in that case they give you pants. So if you have a tattoo on your calf and you're thinking of joining Emirates using long pants and talking to a recruiter about it, she's pretty much going to tell you, go back home. A lot of people ask me, is Emirates as strict as Qatar? Do they check for your scars, your tattoos? Like, do they get you in a room and use neons to check whether you do have these tattoos or scars or not? No, Emirates does not do that. I think it's very bad. It's a sort of like a violation of human rights. I would never undress someone and force them to go through the screening. If you don't see them when you wear your uniform, why the hell would you go through a screening like that? Anyways, Emirates doesn't do that. They only give you a form and they ask you to cross on this sort of body-shaped thing on the form. They ask you to cross where you have your actual scar and tattoo, and then when you have your interview, you're gonna have to show them whatever you declared, you'll have to show it. Now, not everything needs to be declared. As I said, there's certain areas that are 100% safe to have a tattoo on. The only areas that are sort of a gray zone, a gray area, is like when you have like, you're gonna be wearing stockings, and stockings will sort of have the same color of your skin tone. If you have a scar there with a stocking on top, it will pretty much be invisible. Now it's up to you, depending on how big it is and how visible it is with the stocking on, if you should declare it or not. Pretty much I disagree with you declaring it unless it's huge and it really is obvious that you have to declare it. You should have declared it. Emirates will only go through your scars and tattoos based on the ones that you've declared, and that is it. When I joined, I declared my scar, my only scar I have, and it's this one right here. I don't know if you can see it. Well, I happened to get the scar. A lot of people ask me, you got into a fight, you got a punch there or something like that. No, that did not happen. I fell from my bike. It was pretty nasty, and it sort of healed up this way, and there was nothing I could do. I mean, I could have went through plastic surgery and stuff like that, but no, I think I'm totally fine, and I'm happy I didn't waste my money on it. And I declared it, and she was totally fine, and I got my service with Emirates, and I enjoyed it. So if you have something on your face and you're kind of thinking, should I cover it with makeup? Should I take care of it like by putting something on it? No, don't. Just declare it. If it's so visible and it's on your face, declare it. Don't be a fool, really. Trust me. Now, if you're a guy, you might be thinking, I'm not going to declare the tattoo that I have on my biceps because it's mainly on my biceps and only a little bit protrudes. So if you do that, you can not declare it. You don't declare this tattoo that protrudes a tiny bit through your t-shirt, but keep in mind that when you go to training college, when you wear your red polo, if somebody sees that your tattoo protrudes, they could report you and you could be sent back home. Now, having said that, what you can do as a small little trick is you can wear a cardigan. And the cardigan, because training college in Dubai, they have this problem where they use AC like crazy. It gets super cold, especially in cinemas. I always brought a jumper and a blanket. Like really, I'm not kidding. So when they train in college, they do the same. Pretty much it's going to be super cold and you'll be bringing a cardigan. If you wear a cardigan at all times, you can even have a tattoo here and they won't find out because you didn't declare it, so you're safe. But if you go to the swimming pool with your friends, you go to the beach, you go to a beach club with your friends, and by friends I mean the trainees that are training with you, if they see it and one of them is sort of an asshole and reports you, you'll have to meet with your manager and you'll have to explain how the hell you joined with a tattoo here. Did you declare it? No, you didn't, so you go back home. So you can get into trouble. So you can wear a cardigan, you can wear something on top of the tattoo, but you have to make sure that nobody ever sees it. Having a tattoo here is absolutely a no-go for the reason that not only someone can report you, but do you really want to live a life of fear, knowing that if somebody at the swimming pool, any colleague of yours meets you around and sees, like at a swimming pool, meets you and sees that you have a tattoo on your forearm, you really want to live through the fear of him reporting you? Do you always want to hide it? Are you always going to avoid swimming pools and beach clubs and going to the sea? No, don't be a slave of that. Don't. So just get rid of all the tattoos you have here on your forearms. If you're a guy, if you're a girl, everything around, get rid of them. So nobody can report you, nobody can get you into trouble. As we were talking about before, if you have a tattoo that is here on your biceps and protrudes just a tiny bit through your t-shirt, that's sort of a gray zone because it protrudes, it's sort of a problem, but other colleagues won't report you because they'll think, it's fine, it's on the biceps, it's not gonna protrude, it's not gonna go over your t-shirt, it's fine, but it's actually not fine. What I recommend is if you have a tattoo that protrudes a t-shirt, try at home, wear a polo or a t-shirt and see if it protrudes. If it does, wear a cardigan at all times. And make sure that when you go through your blood analysis, make sure that you give them the arm that doesn't have the tattoo so they don't actually see that. If they do catch you with that tattoo, act totally normal. So you know that they'll know that you declared it. They won't think, oh, he didn't declare it, he's afraid. They'll know that you declared it while you were being recruited and you're totally fine. I mean, they're not gonna report you. So my first and major tip is get rid of the tattoos that are away from the safe zone. So areas where they're not accepted, get rid of those through laser operation. Second, don't declare any tattoos that are in those safe zones. If those zones will never be visible, don't declare them. You're just getting yourself into trouble and hindering your chances of joining the company. So again, another tip that I just gave you before, wear a cardigan when you're in training college, so these tattoos that protrude from your t-shirt are not visible. And when you're doing your blood test, make sure that you give over your arm that doesn't have that tattoo, because if they see it, it's a problem. And if they do catch you, just act all normal, don't act funny. If you do act funny, they'll report you because they'll understand that they caught you. But if you act all normal, they'll think that you declared it and it's totally okay that you have it. Now, another thing that people have been asking me is makeup okay over scars and tattoos? Absolutely not, because Dubai is super hot, you tend to sweat a lot and it'll leak and people will see your tattoo or your scar or whatever you have. And if you didn't declare it, it's another reason for you to be discontinued from your employment. Another thing that people have been asking me is about pimples and acne. Now, acne and pimples, well, you can have some nasty scars because of acne or because of pimples that you popped and it's sort of healed wrong. Well, for that, you can wear makeup. There's actually no Emirates guidelines for that. There's nothing written on their website for these requirements. But you have to use your common sense. If there's a lot of damage on your face and it's quite obvious, then I would declare it. I would still try, but I would definitely declare it. If the damage is very little and there's no actual, it's nothing really visible. When you wear your makeup, it's not visible, then it's totally okay. Just go for it and you'll probably join the company anyways. It's gonna be totally fine. Now, I've been talking for so long and I think I've become very boring also because it's such a stable shop. There's nothing else happening around. My dog was there before and she left and she was the only dynamic part of the background. I hope you liked the video. If you did, like it and smash the like button. It really helps us out. That's it. Orlando from WishCasting signing out. I shall see you on our next video. Ciao.